And we're live.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, and welcome to another session of Darkness in Dublin for the Demon Venue. We open this particular scene at the after-concert party for Luna Rossi and her band. The concert was something of a sellout success. The place was packed, people have been buying t-shirts and complimentary hats, and everyone seems to have had a good time. In the after party, there's quite a few drinks going around, and here and there are people passing out, handing around drugs of various types, uppers, cocaine. Some people are smoking weed in a corner. It's all very modern party theme. Feel of a modern after concert party. And at a certain point in the evening's events, Luna has a glass and a bottle of beer, seemingly just newly opened. It's full, pressed into her hand by what appears to be a member of the crew. And with that, we'll begin.
So she'll smile at the guy. She's used to like big things. She'll having a is it already open?
It's open, yes. It doesn't appear like anyone's drunk from it.
Okay. Wait, does she have any of? She might check if like he put anything in there. Just having a open beer given to you is kind of strange.
Mm.
So what would I roll for that?
I'm going to say you're going to have to roll perception science to see if you would recognize any of the warning signs.
Checking if she has signs. I don't think so.
If you don't have it, I'm afraid you can't make the roll.
Okay.
No, you don't have
Nope.
it. I will allow you to make a medicine check after you've drunk.
Yeah,
To see if you like after you've drunk it, if you pick up on anything a bit weird about it. Just be confident.
She'll take a small sip and kind of trying tasting if there's anything strange about it.
Tastes fruity, like a sort of summer fruit is the flavor that comes to mind.
So she'll shrug and just have the beer then, kind of smiling at if the guy who gave it to her is still here.
No, he got pulled off into the crowd by other people.
So yeah, she'll smile, just in the crowd, kind of chuckling at the guy that probably got pulled off by so many people, and have her beer.
You're about halfway through it when you feel like your stomach starts feeling it's twisting up, and you feel a very strong need to be sick.
Okay, she'll like pause and be like, "Oh, well, the breakfast is about to come back out," and she'll just go to the toilet, the ladies' room.
Yep. You very rapidly, as she's throwing up, it doesn't take long for her to realize that she's vomiting blood, and quite a bit of it, and the pain is getting worse.
Shit. There's probably I'm guessing there's a lot of sound where there's parties.
Oh yeah, it's to use modern parlance, it's banging.
So yeah, she'll get out and she'll try to look for
You go to the bathroom door, it won't open.
she'll try to force it open. Try to kick it if she has to.
How much strength do you have?
Let me think. I think it's 3.
That's not going to be enough. Not from the inside.
Okay.
Were you on the outside kicking in, this would be a lot easier. But in this case, you're kicking like against the direction of the hinges.
You know, it's not even. It's. I thought it was 3, but no, it's 2. So yeah, she will
Yeah.
have enough.
So like even as you're standing at the door, you feel an uprush in your stomach and more blood.
So she'll start yelling for anyone in the band, but particularly her brother. Like she'll call Clive out.
Unfortunately, it becomes clear very, very, very quickly that no one can hear you.
Fuck. It's not how I plan to go out.
And by this point, your knees are buckling as you're feeling burning pains in your leg muscles. And I'm going to give it to you at this point. You realize you've been poisoned. Not even drugged. Actually poisoned.
Yeah, it was coming to her. She'll try to bang the door, like not to open it, but just to get attention.
Mm. With each hit, your arm feels weaker and weaker until eventually you can't even lift it off the floor. You're in the fetal position. You can just about move your fingers, and it occurs to you you're going to die here. In a pool of your own blood. In a filthy toilet. With no one there but your side. Not even your brother can be there as you lay dying. And suddenly, you just feel your head slump, and everything goes dark. And there's a couple of heartbeats while your own heart stops. And as you drift away, just at the cusp of death, just the instant before you die, you sense a presence. It's not exactly comforting as such, but nor is it really intimidating. And as it passes you by, or rather you drift away from it, you feel no more worries, no more concerns. You're going to miss the world, but that's all you have. And in the next moment, we shall switch over to the perspective of the demon. As the demon called from the world of the abyss, called from the pit, called from that infinite, empty, cold blackness, finds itself called forward, seeking a host who wishes to inspire, wishes to bring joy to the hearts of as many as they can, wishes to inspire love and care, but who has had that love and care twisted into malice and madness by eons in the abyss. This blood-soaked mortal host, this vessel wreathed in nothing but torture in her final seconds, calls your corrupted soul. But as you blend with her, as your demonic force fills out the space where her soul was, mingling with the tiny remnants of her essence that remain in her still warm form, you feel new emotions, the perception you haven't felt before, the love of a mortal, a brother, a concept you had thought long since gone. You feel warmth, not just on your skin, but in it. You feel blood in your veins. This is new. This is strange. And just as the heart as you become aware of your heart, you compel it by a simple exertion of power to continue beating. And it restarts in a moment. And suddenly, your eyes flicker open as you realize that you are no longer simply the demon you once were. You are no longer simply Valenthius. Some part of Luna Rossi has survived, has become part of you. And you realize something very important. That asshole just tried to murder you. And with that, the pain simply stops.
So she'll get up, kind of twisting her arm, moving her arms in a circle. Kind of like after you exercised, she's kind of getting used to her body, even if it hadn't been that long since she left it, in a way. She checks in the mirror if she's still got blood on her.
Oh yeah, there's blood all over her face. Her hair is messed and filled with clotting blood. Her clothes are ruined.
So she'll, well, at least try to wipe the blood that's on her face and upper body, around the waist.
With wet tissue, that's relatively easy.
She'll check the door again to see if it was really locked, or if it was just her lack of strength.
It was indeed locked, but you noticed something odd. You entered the room when you entered the bathroom before your possession, before this change. You remember that you didn't actually lock the door. You shut it, but you didn't lock it. And this would have required you to turn the latch, and the latch has been turned. And that's when it strikes you. On the outside of the door, there's a little thing, a little bolt with a little notch in it. And if someone got a screwdriver, a flat screwdriver, they could turn it from the outside. Someone locked you in here. Did they know you've been poisoned?
Is it, so she's, just to make sure, is she at the door of the cubicle or of the actual bathroom?
At the cubicle door.
Okay, so is the room like, I'm guessing this room underneath or over to
You could now that you're actually like no longer in pain, you can actually climb over the top.
Yeah, she'll climb up the top.
Right. With a bit of effort, you manage to squeeze your way over the door and landing in a quite cat-like fashion. You slowly rise to your full height and notice that someone is like, you notice the outer door of the bathroom just starting to swing open. As a quite hairy arm enters.
Wait, the arm enters or exits?
The door of the bathroom is being pushed open by a rather hairy male arm, or what you assume to be a male arm.
But so the person is going out or inside the bathroom?
Going into the bathroom.
Okay.
And to remind you, this is the ladies. There is a large sign on the door saying ladies.
Does it say ladies or is it one of those drawings?
It says the word ladies.
Yo, asshole, can you read?
When the guy looks in, you immediately recognize the guy who handed you the beer, and the look of pleased curiosity almost melts off his face into one of horror is how best to describe it. And his first words are, "You should be dead. Fuck!" And he turns and starts running.
Shall we run after him?
Okay. He's pushing his way through the crowd. Are you going to push your way through as well?
Yeah, she'll probably yell for people to stop that asshole.
Okay. He gets like past door security, and manages to run outside. And it's just started to rain. He bursts out of the stage door into an alleyway. Rain is pretty heavy at this point, and he takes the wrong turn when he emerges. He goes left instead of right, and he finds himself facing a high chain fence that he can't get over. Just as you emerge from the door and see him trapped like a mouse in a cage.
You cornered yourself.
You should be dead. That should have it's worked before. Why aren't you dead?
Yeah. Hell didn't look like a nice place. Neither did heaven. Decided to stay.
What? What the fuck's wrong with you, bitch?
She'll chuckle. See, that's funny. You're the one that tried to kill me, and somehow there's something wrong with me. And she'll slowly approach him.
He initially takes a step back, and then he looks down and he sees a large metal bar, like a broken bit of metal rebar, and he picks it up and like holds it like a baseball bat, ready to defend himself.
Put that down.
No, you should be dead. I'm gonna. You're. I don't know what you are. Yeah, that's it. You're a zombie. That has to be it. It's something weird like that. They said you'd be a zombie. Yeah. And you see him look to one side and he says, "Yes, I know. I'm gonna kill her." It's like he's talking to someone that isn't there.
Okay, one. Do I look like a fucking zombie? I'm talking back to you. Zombies don't normally talk back to people. Have you seen any fucking zombies movies, you just dumb asshole?
He takes a swing for you.
Okay. So, can she try and dodge?
Oh. Yep, Dex Athletics.
Okay. Athletics. I need to check my athletics. Okay, okay. Demon dice roller, I guess.
Yep. And this will be diff 7.
Okay. Oh, ritual. Wait. Which dice roller is it? I don't see a demon dice roller.
Sorry, I just used the normal one marked rolls.
Okay. And diff is, what did you say, 7?
Diff 7, yes. Okay, so that's 3 successes. You dodge, like you just lean back, he misses, and so good is your dodge, you're actually able to reach up and grab him by the wrist.
Yeah, sure. Grab him by the wrist. Oh, actually, can she kick him in the balls? Like
yes.
With one. Yeah, she'll kick him in the balls with one hand on his wrist.
As you do that, he drops this rebar, And he falls to his knees and starts begging, "Please don't hurt me, please.
She'll
I only
take
did what they told me to. Please."
she'll take the bar, kind of keep it in hand for now. Who the fuck is that? Oh, the voices, right?
Yes. They're always talking, and they told me they told me that you had to die, that you're evil. You work for the devil.
I don't work for the devil. Well, she'll think now that Valentius kind of took over. Well, you know what? And she'll kind of toss the bar away. See, if I was a bad person, I'd kill you right now. You did, after all, try to kill me. See,
he starts crying.
Oh, stop crying. Come on. The thing is, I'm going to prove to you that I'm not evil. You're hearing voices. You obviously need help.
At this point, Valentius, inside what is left of Luna's consciousness, is going to essentially pipe up with an idea flittering across your mind. This mortal needs his mind fixing. He thinks that the devil gives him up. Thinks that you work for the devil. If he has faith of any sort, he could be useful. AKA, this is a perfect opportunity to get that Pact 1.
Okay.
Because you have it on your sheet, but you don't have it in roleplay terms.
Yeah. Tell you what. I don't kill you. I don't even get you in trouble. We can make a deal.
Okay.
I see. Is this guy physical? Like, does this guy seem like a big, strong guy?
No. He's quite a weedy person.
Okay. Just thinking what use it could be. But
well, his main use would just be like giving you faith.
Yeah. Oh yeah, true. I mean, I haven't played Demon much, but I'll say, I'll keep you alive. You can keep coming to my shows, although, well, obviously, you won't try to kill me again, because that thing's whack, yo. Just work for us. You'll see our shows, you'll help us prepare for the concerts, follow us around, and all you need to do is give me faith. Sounds weird, but don't worry. You'll understand one day. Just believe in me.
Okay.
Believe in me and my band.
Okay, just promise you won't tell anyone. Please?
I won't tell anyone.
And in that moment, just to let you know, he has 3 faith potential. You can spend one of them to fix this guy's delusions, so he's no longer hearing the homicidal voices, and you'll have 2 faith per day from him.
Okay. So she'll bend down to his level. Hey, what's your name?
Max.
Max? And she'll put her arm out with like the pinky out. Pinky promise? I won't tell anyone, and you'll keep faith in me and my band.
Okay. He reaches up, hooks your pinky with his, and there's an actual shimmer of light.
Yeah, I was going to say she has and also as he touches, she'll fix his the voices.
Yep. And he blinks his eyes for a second and says, "They're gone. Oh, thank you." And he throws his arms around your waist and starts hugging you.
She'll probably chuckle. See, I don't work for the devil.
At that point, a car will pull up at the other end of the alley, and 3 men will get out. 2 of them are dressed in, well, you know the classic bodyguard look?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll get out like that. And one of them will be a rather finely cut man in a 3-piece suit. So, like, waistcoat, suit, trousers, all that. And even though it's pissing down with rain, his hair and his clothes seem entirely dry as he starts walking down the alley towards the 2 of you, flanked on either side by his bodyguards.
She'll kind of looks back to Max. Yo, Max, buddy, you know them?
No, I've never seen them before in my life.
Hey, relax. Nothing bad will happen. Nothing bad will come of you now. Let me.
He slowly gets to his feet, and he puts his fists up in a very like childish gesture and stands in front of you as if like trying to protect you.
Max, we're not even sure if they want to hurt me yet.
Okay. Do you need me to stay, or should I go inside?
Stay here for now.
Okay. And he'll lower his fists, but try and stay like he'll try and almost block the view of you to try so that if they do come at you, he's in front.
Okay.
At which point, the man in the 3-piece suit raises his hand and says softly, so softly that it's almost inaudible over the sound of the rain, "Go home, Max. You can take the rest of the night off." And he simply starts walking away. Max just walks off.
Hey, I shall look at the guy. Did you just fucking Jedi mind trick him?
Relatively simple application. You'd be surprised what Law of Radiance can do when appropriately applied.
Right. Listen, as you probably can tell, or probably know, kind of fresh to all this. Kind of, well, literally just happened. So, not entirely sure what is going on right now.
Allow me to give it to you in relatively simple terms, Miss Rossi. My name is Simon Carrigan. I'm the tyrant of the city, and I'm generally pretty well versed in when members of our kind emerge from the pit. I detected your arrival several hours ago. And as a result, I'm here. I was aware of the plan to poison you, but couldn't get things prepared in time to prevent it, I'm afraid. Ideally, I would have had you enter into a host more useful to you. But in the circumstances, this seems quite appropriate.
I mean, Asphodel has quite a fan base. I'm sure
True.
that will come in handy.
Potentially. but fan bases tend to lead to dangerous fanatics. Though I'm pleased to see you have your first thrall. A useful puppet, in my opinion.
Not sure how I like humans being called puppets, but each their own.
It might sound cruel, but in the end, he will be your puppet in time. Because he will grow to love you, as thralls so frequently do. After all, they often owe their very sanity to us.
Well, this one kind of already does.
True.
So, I see. Does Valentis remember what a tyrant is?
Yes, with Legacy 2, you are aware that the tyrant is the leader of
Okay.
a demon cult. It's so in the demon hierarchy. It's you have the archduke, duke, lord, baron, so on, all that. But then you also have the geographic groupings, and the tyrant led the geographic group.
So she'll put her hand up. One question, if
By all
that's not
means.
too rude. What faction are you from?
I'm a Luciferian by inclination.
Good. Fellow Luciferian.
I feel I should give you a word of warning, Miss Rossi. This city contains various supernatural beings who are not of our own kind. Cain's bastards are quite prominent, and, well, the less said about the will workers, the better. But most importantly, we're currently dealing, well, there's a creature called an Earthbound in this city. One of our kind, still racked by the madness of the abyss. The unfortunate creature is unaware of the harm it's doing. Or at least not aware enough to care. It's already lashed out at several members of the court. So it may target you in the future. Just so you're aware.
Oh, thanks for the heads up.
You're welcome. Oh, and one more thing. Here. And he holds out a business card.
Sure, take it. Kind of look at it.
On it is Simon Carrigan, a phone number, and that's it.
Oh, and before you go,
Yes.
where can I meet more of, us?
Well, for that, you need only get in the car, and I'll take you to the court meeting place. You may have to wait a while, though. Members of the court don't frequently appear. They have their own lives, after all.
Yeah, makes sense. Just a sec, and she'll take out her phone and probably just text Clive that she was tired and that she went home or the hotel room or wherever they're staying.
Right. He will reply, basically, sorry that you're tired. Sleep well. I'll be back at my room later. See you in the morning.
And she'll probably answer with a little heart because she likes her brother.
Yep.
And She'll get in the car.
Okay. The car will drive you once the tyrant and his bodyguards get in. The car will take you to the tyrant's mansion, which looks large and overgrown, and the gates appear to be overgrown with ivy, like they haven't been opened in years. And when the car drives up, it doesn't slow when they get near the gates. It simply drives at them at around 30 miles an hour, and then just when you think you're about to hit them, there's a shimmering light, and you are pulling into a garage that looks quite well used. Tyrant car stops, Tyrant gets out, and invites you out. Miss Rossi, welcome to the court of Dublin.
Okay, what the fuck just happened?
Law of paths. I'll teach you another time, perhaps. Or you could speak to a malefactor of the court. They're much better at it than I am.
And she'll nod. And she'll get out. Do you happen to have a change of, and as she looks down, change of clothes?
He turns to one of the bodyguards. Ask Sarissa if she has any spare clothing, just in case. And he nods, goes off. About 10 minutes later, they return with a pastel blue summer dress. There's a young woman with them, dark hair, quite tall, and she's currently dressed as a secretary. Like business suit, like a pantsuit, with a tablet in her hands.
What was the name that the boss said earlier? Simon said earlier?
Simon Carrigan is his name, and the woman is Sarissa. At least you
Sarissa.
assume that's Sarissa.
So yeah, she'll say you Sarissa?
That I am. And she smiles.
Thanks for the dress. I can
Always happy to help, my lady. And you notice it's very strange, like Luna's memories are telling you that it's very unusual for mortals to refer to each other as my lady. So, but then again, even your demon memories are going, I don't remember demons ever demons being called that by thralls back in the day. Is that a thing now?
Yeah. But for now, she'll just say, well, I'm sure you can see why I needed a change of clothes.
Indeed, my lady. If you like, once you're changed, I can have them sent to the laundry.
Oh shit, that'd be awesome.
In that case, I'm sure I'll have I'll make sure that a basket and a maid is waiting at your room.
And she'll nod. So, and she'll look to Simon. Where can I get changed?
Oh, yes. He'll gesture to one of the bodyguards. Take Miss Rossi up to one of the guest rooms. Ensure no one disturbs her until Sarissa sends the maid. Yes, sir. And the man will say, follow me, Miss Rossi. And his voice is very deep. And he just and he waits for you by the door.
Okay, so is there a bathroom in this room, or is it just a bedroom?
When you get taken there is a large ensuite bathroom with a jacuzzi bath.
Okay, well, she won't spend too long, but she will take a bath just to kind of clean herself.
Yep. I think at that point we will draw it to a close as Luna gets through the process of cleaning herself up and changing into this borrowed dress. Thank you. Thank you, Nelson, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. I hope we all had fun.